Hello again, beloved. I'm just doing a side job right now. As you can see, I'm out here at a customer's house or a neighbor, whatever you want to call them. This is a huge backyard. I'll show you around a little bit. But I come out here every week to rake. And today I was raking and minding my own business, of course. Just listening to K-Love because that's my favorite radio station. And I just felt like God was, nudging me to share a little bit. Still don't feel very comfortable with the whole exposure of my life situation, but hey, that's a part of ministry, so I have to get over that. But I feel like he was telling me to encourage someone today. I am currently on my third day of a liquid fast, and if I'm honest, I don't feel like I have a ton of energy. I'm getting through it though, because God has been giving me strength for the past few hours. But that should be an encouragement to someone who is considering going on a fast or who is currently on a fast and you're really going through it and you don't know if you can make it through this, because sometimes it gets to the point where I feel like I'm going to break, like I just need anything, a granola bar, anything. But, God has been faithful and he keeps motivating me to keep going because, there's a reason that he told me to fast. I'm not doing this on my own accord. This is something that he's been wanting me to do for a couple weeks now, and he's been nudging me and nudging me and nudging me, and I put it off because honestly, like 3 days on liquids is not very preferable for me. But that's just my flesh talking. Don't mind that. But he wanted me to encourage you guys, whoever, that if he's telling you to go on a fast or if you're currently on a fast, I'm living proof that it can be done. This is my second liquid fast in the past 2 months. And usually I just do like a Daniel's fast, or I do I'll ask God what he wants me to fast and he'll tell me. Sometimes it's like social media where I went 7 days with no Facebook, which ain't no big deal anymore. Or like go 3 or 4 days or 7 days without YouTube, which that's hard for me because I love my YouTube. I really do. I love my YouTube videos, my sermons, my music videos. That's like my favorite thing, for real. So when he says that, that's like to my flesh, for real. Food, on the other hand, never really was a big thing for me as far as like give up this or give up that. However, give up all foods, like any foods, even the vegetables, the fruits, even the stuff you don't really like, give that up too. That was a little bit difficult, honestly. That's why it took me so long to do this. Anyway, I did want to encourage you guys, and I'll go ahead and show you real quick how this backyard is. Some people probably don't even want to see it, so you can go ahead and click off. Otherwise, this is a huge backyard, so it might just take a moment. It's just going to be a zip through, so don't worry about that. Anyway, let me show you real quick. Alright, here's part of it. This is what I was doing now. Yeah, I gotta drag it all the way out that way. So this is how I actually went through. I know it's a lot right here. I did this part. And he doesn't want me to bag anything up. He wants to mulch it all. So I got to get that little bit done before I can leave today. And this as well. But this is what I've already done. All the way. So this is a huge backyard. Got to go over that one more time. It's all the way up. I'm telling you, this is huge. So this took me about almost 2 hours to complete this part because it's just me. It's just me. But this is something I've been doing for a long time. So I've been doing lawn care with my children's father for, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years. So yeah, this was something that I am very familiar with. Sorry about the plane, can't really do anything about that. But yeah, this is huge. I don't know if anybody else has a backyard this big, but yeah, it's a lot of work. Not complaining, definitely not complaining. I need the job right now, because though I'd love to be back on the phone doing customer service, God has told me it's just not time yet. So I don't know if he means like not time yet, like it will be soon, or not time like I'm done. I might be done. I hope not. You know, I love customer service. I really do. I love to help people and talk a lot. Anyway, I'm not done with this part yet. I will be continuing on before I can leave for the day. But yeah, it's just a few hours of work, twice a week sometimes once if it rains a lot. But I just wanted to encourage someone that even if you're feeling weak, you know, God has been my strength for a long time now, and I continuously pray. Like, I have to remind myself all the time that he is my strength. So I just wanted to encourage, let you guys know, whoever, that if you are currently on a fast or preparing for a fast, or if he's telling you to go on a fast, that it can be done. I'm literal proof. He told me 72 hours. He might extend that time. I'm not sure. I'm just going to do whatever he tells me to, even if it is hard on my flesh or if it is painful. Drink a lot of water. I do that. I drink teas and such. He didn't tell me I couldn't have sugar. Some people were like, no, you can't have nothing, girl. But yeah, he didn't tell me I couldn't have sugar. So I have been putting sugar in my tea. You know, like turbinado, raw sugar, organic. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else. Oh yeah, perseverance. Oh my God. He's been working with me on perseverance recently. You know, because he's given me dreams and promises in my heart that he's currently bringing to pass right before my eyes. I am definitely testifying to that. I'm watching the dreams come to pass. A lot of them, actually. Some of them is actually in me, like external prayers that I have made and promises that he has given me, and I'm watching things like fall off left and right. Like the enemy is not as prevalent as he previously was. Like, I'm not even concerned as much as I was. I was very devil-minded, if you'd like to say that, whereas like I was sin conscious and pretty judgmental, honestly, critical of myself, critical of other people, and I was focused on what the devil was doing, you know, like I could see him working. But you're gonna see him regardless if you want to or not. You're gonna see him working, because this is the world, and the world is a broken place. You can't get away from that. But as far as God wanting us to be spiritually minded, I was more focused on what the enemy was doing than what God was doing. So that's one thing, like fasting has been breaking off mindsets for me. I can't say about everybody else, but he's been breaking mindsets off me. And just last night, because with perseverance there's pressure, and this morning he was talking about that, the pressure of perseverance, and I was just like, oh God, please not again. But he's like, no, that's how you get your pearls, your pearls in your gates. And he was telling me about how my gates are praise. My walls would be called salvation, and my gates would be called praise. Well, gates and pearls are made through pressure. So, yeah, that's what he's been using recently, and the pressure of perseverance is one of it. And like last night, he was showing me where situations I've gone through in the past couple weeks, like vivid images of what I've gone through and what I consider to be enemy attacks. That's the funny part. is I was like, the devil was messing with me. He's like, he was, but that was actually me, because he can only do to you what I allow him to do to you. So he was showing me where he was allowing the enemy to come in certain areas to test me and to refine me. I didn't like it. I'm not going to say I did. It was very painful, very painful. But he did. He allowed it. And then he showed me last night when I was praying about it, because I couldn't sleep for some reason. I'm really a good sleeper, honestly. I'll be sleeping 8 to 10 hours sometimes. But for the past few days, I haven't been able to sleep as well as I'd like to. So he's been using that time for prayer. And last night he showed me where he has been allowing the enemy in certain situations to, put that pressure on me. And he was showing me how he was removing some things out of me through that pressure that I've been asking him to do in my life. So he's been using the enemy for that, which it was a reminder as well that, God did create the enemy. So he is still a pawn piece, for God. So even if you are devil conscious like I was previously, he had to show me where the devil is nowhere near as strong as God, which I already knew this, but I just kept thinking, like, no, he's not as strong as God, but maybe he's stronger than me, which is not true at all, because I have the Holy Spirit. So I just didn't believe fully that I was that strong. So if you believe a lie, that's what gives it power. The lie is not powerful. You believing the lie is what gives it power. So he was actually showing me visuals of what he's pulling out of me, like in the middle of all of this. And it's actually very beautiful. So I told him, Lord, I trust you. Do your work. Do your work. I'm okay with it. I'll withstand the pressure because I know something beautiful is coming out of it. But I just want to be an encouragement to you guys today, whoever it is. And I do pray that you all persevere. I will keep you in prayer. If you want to leave a comment or prayer request, I'll definitely get back to that. And feel free to sow as well. Christmas is right around the corner, and I don't know what I'm going to do for my kids at all. I don't even have a single plan in the world. I've been praying about it, though, so I know God's going to come through. Anyway, I do hope you have a blessed day, and just keep going. Remember God.